opponent this week. Do you focus on some certain aspects to clean up some things this week before you get into UNC, or how's it work?
It's a combination of two things this week. One is that we want to get back to fundamentals, individual time, cleaning up things that we've seen on tape the first two games. But we also need to work ahead, take advantage of the fact that we have extra time to prepare for Northern Colorado, and so we'll begin to get into some game plan ideas this week, and especially towards the end of this week, we'll start to work on some schemes for that game. So it's a mixture of both.
What are some of the things that you'd like to clean up?
Clean up, we've got to work on our secondary, and well, not necessarily just the secondary and linebackers on our pass drops. Getting those meshed together, linebackers working on deepening their drops and secondary being in the right places just so we can break on the ball and make more plays. We're close, but we're just not quite there yet. Offensively, we still got to decide we're going to play in the left side of our offensive line. Leo Davis played and then got sick, and Ben Taunu came in and did a pretty decent job. So we're going to open up the competition between Ben and Leo to see who the starter is going to be against Northern Colorado. So that's an important thing. We also need to keep working on the passing game. We're making progress, but we haven't had enough production yet out of the outside receivers, especially the X, and so we're going to work on some things over there.
What jumped out at you looking at the film from that Dixie game?
We're close. That's the thing. That's especially on defense. I mean, a lot of their plays, you got to give Dixie credit. They went up, their receivers went up, made some great catches, came down with 1 foot just barely in bounds. The quarterback threw the ball well, on time. They did a nice job, and we were just a little bit off on some of our drops, and we weren't as far off as you'd think, coming out of that game. So I was encouraged by that. Very discouraged though about the turnovers and the penalties. Those are two things that'll get you beat, no matter who you play, and especially the penalties bother me because that's not our way we play. So we're going to get that fixed one way or another.
Do you find it tough as a coach to motivate players during bye weeks, or does it kind of change year to year, I guess?
Sometimes it can be tough during the bye week because there's no opponent. I think coming off the game we just played, there should be plenty of motivation. We have a lot of things to work on. I think our guys realize that. And with conference play starting, when we do come back a week from Saturday, I think that'll provide a lot of motivation as well. So I'm hoping that the team will practice hard and get better.